Hello, everyone. This is KJ. Welcome back to Subsistence Season 1. We gotta go do some glub glubbing today. We just have to. It's been a really long time. Oh, I've been goofing off. It's been a really long time. I came up here looking for stuff. Box type stuff. Oh boy, it's a really long way down. Hope I can make it back over the railing. Haven't tried in a long time. It's 2 floors. Uh-oh, there we go. Wrong floor. I needed to go to, appliances. I stopped in ladies' lingerie. Let's see. I need a... Oh, good. I'm glad I've got the planks for it. I think I'll make 2. And we'll put that one there. And how's the ammunition holding up? Pretty good. We're down a little bit on fiery incendiaries. Let's see. I don't really need to eat, do I? I'll eat a carrot. A carrot to fuel my day. Let's see how much stuff I gained. 69. 69. It'll be 70 by the time I get here. Look at that. Alright, we can't leave that running while I'm glub glubbing because I will forget about it and the base will lose power and I'll lose all of my food bites. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Should we do 11 tanks today? It's going to be a beautiful day, isn't it? I mean, it's a little bit cloudy, but it's still like... Still looks like a gorgeous day. Oh, look at all of this. Alright, so I think our current score is 103. I think it's 103. Maybe I didn't do that one on video. Maybe that one doesn't count. If I don't do it on video, it doesn't count, right? Oh, I forgot to take care of the medicinals. Well, that's no way to grow biofuel. Alright. Here we go. We have to take everything. I need the, I need the kelp for the mass, thing. Alright, our first piece of kelp. And there's our first piece of sandstone. See what kind of a day it's going to be. Hey, 4 on the first shot. Now, don't be like super spaced out on me. Oh boy. Yesterday's episode of Subsistence is still in my head because I'm feeling a little bit maniacal. And when Annie and I were shooting our Subsistence multiplayer this morning, that was exactly what I told her about the video. It was, it was a nice Sunday stroll down to down to the South Lake and back. But honestly, I don't need to sing "Roll Out the Barrel" while I'm killing rogues. Oh my gosh. And then Annie, of course. Annie improved the lyrics. Oops, here's another one. It's a crazy person thing. Alright. Come on, sandstone, start spawning in. You are not a sandstone. You're a shiny pearl. Oh, that was a letdown. Oh, there's a kelp. I thought that was a kelp. It's such a beautiful day that I don't even want to be doing this. I want to be running around, looting, but I don't have any glass left at all. And that's not how you get a glass roof done. There's some, I think, yeah. Oh gosh, just like, go ahead, rain, thunderstorm, be crazy weather, because I'm feeling bad about missing out on. Alright, here we go. Time to start the deep dive. Hopefully I'll get enough kelp to actually make some glass panels tonight. And, I mean, it's going to take hours for this stuff to smelt. But I think I saw something up there. Wait a minute. Wasn't there... Oh, that is a kelp. I still wasn't convinced. I came right up on it and still was not convinced. I thought it was just like a dark part of the ground. That's why you need sunlight. It helps to distinguish between things. Oh, look, there's some more. God, I must have 300 pearls by now. I don't even know because they're all on different bases. And they're all scattered around. But since I'm not using the pearls, it just, do need to make more power if we're gonna run a bunch of lights on that roof, which I think is going to be a neat idea. I think that would be cool to light that pond up the way that I've lit up this bridge, but maybe brighter. I think maybe, so there's possibly as many as 25 or maybe 20 spotlights on the two bridges. I'm not 100% sure because I've never counted them. And, I don't need to. I can just look on the BCU. I always forget that. It's still so new that I forget all the time. I can just look on the BCU and it'll tell me how many I have of any certain thing on that BCU. Now, if I could see all of my BCUs from one command BCU, like whatever the primary base is, if I could just open a panel that shows me all of my BCUs, that would be amazing. It doesn't have to tell me where they are. It just needs to tell me how much power they have and what's running on them, like just the basic information. Well, it's not like we have a compass anyway. That would be different, wouldn't it, in this game? Most of the games that I play have a compass of some kind. Whether it's actually an on-screen compass or, the ability to tell, what a location is. No Man's Sky has north and south on the heads-up, but on the ship itself and on your visor, it shows your location, coordinate location, which I don't enjoy. I don't enjoy coordinate location. Planet Crafter has coordinate location as well. And, yeah, it's not comfortable to try and find a spot. Stop hitting the thing and grab it, for goodness sake. I think I'm favoring this side of the lake again. We need to swim across the lake. Let's see, you're east. Let's go east. Aha! I didn't look up there. There are so many times when I've found a pearl on top of one of those stacks, and thought to myself, I bet the top of that stack is close enough to the surface of the water that you could swim down there without a tank and grab whatever's on top of it, but I've never tried to. Yeah, there's stuff over there I'm missing, I think. Definitely a lot of more sparkly looking rocks now since I think Alpha 62 maybe. 62 I think was when he added more stuff to the ground. It might have been earlier than that. I don't know. It's hard to keep track. And you know how he said he was going to do a lot more smaller updates so that they would be closer together? Okay, so we're past due now, CG. Put something out. Twist our lives up again. Make us do something else. Did I miss the cave? No, it's right in front of me. Can't see nothing. Oh, now I can see it right there. I'm not going in there. Place is a death trap. Only fools go in there. And people who need crystal, and yeah. So, no pearls today around the cave. Ooh, there's some sandstone up there. Oh, boy. The nice thing about doing the Glub Glub videos is while I do look left and right, it's not like when I'm running and I'm constantly twitching back and forth, and I am trying to work on that. And to those of you who have recognized my effort, thank you. It is really hard to change a habit like that, and it's mostly I catch myself doing it, and I think, oh God, I gotta stop doing this, you know. It's also really difficult not to look. But I think I just need to kind of convince myself, okay, you look to the left, you're good for probably 20 or 30 meters. You don't need to do it every 2 seconds. Anything over there? I don't see anything. Oh, there's some stuff. I almost missed that one. The thing is, I'm not just looking for dangers, you know, I'm looking for loot. And you can miss loot by just a foot. How many times have I been standing on a locked crate while looking for one? You know, I'm famous for that, I think. But I try really hard not to do it. And then I notice when I'm playing off video on whatever save I'm playing, I have more than 2 saves. But when I'm playing off video, I do it there too. And it makes me crazy. It's like, stop looking! There's nothing there! Oh my God, it's a pearl jam. That was the last great band of Gen X, I think. There was, you know, a lot of bands all at the same time. But I remember when I was a teenager, the big bands were like Iron Maiden. Led Zeppelin was still really huge. Robert Plant had a record, and it was amazing. And Rush. Just before, well, I guess in the couple of years before Freddie Mercury passed away, I had kind of lost interest in Queen's music because it got a little bit off what I was interested in. When I started listening to Queen, Sheer Heart Attack was on the radio. So I was a little kid. And, but you know, like a lot of little kids who have older brothers, not that he ever liked Queen until much later when he realized, I think, much later that Brian May was such a brilliant guitarist. But I was into Freddie Mercury's voice, so, and Roger Taylor, of course. I'll never forget the description of Roger Taylor, height, weight, blonde hair, steel blue eyes, they said. Steel or steely blue eyes. I had a crush on Roger Taylor. Oh, God. But anyway, yeah, Queen and Metallica was really huge when I was in high school. And I wasn't as into Metallica then as I was later. Like their early music, but a few years after it came out. And of course, Deep Purple and all the guitar stuff. Stevie Ray Vaughan, people like that. All the guitar things and that music I was really into. Oh, shit. Oh, you're a moose. Pardon my French. Sorry. I thought that was a bear. See, even the mooses have problems getting out of the water. Oh my gosh. I don't know what made him come in the water, but whatever it was, it scared me. But anyway. I was just at a weird age. Like, I'm talking like 1982, 83. It was right before high school ended. I actually took the test to get to finish high school. But it was right before high school ended, so I won't say when I graduated because I took the test. And I was more interested in going to college. And I started college, I think started in 84, I think. And I think that was my first year. So my brother and I moved back home here to Southern Oregon. And I think I wasn't 18. I was 17. God, this is being a bit of a crab. Thank you. Can't get my fat hips over that rock. So we moved back to Oregon in, I think it was 84. After going to high school in California. And most of grammar school, I think. Part of it in Oregon, because that's where I came from. But part of it also 4 years of grammar school in Texas, which was good for me educationally, horrible for me emotionally. Texas was a terrible place, terrible experience for me. I was at the wrong age for my dad to suddenly change jobs. And he stopped being a civilian engineer for the Army and went into a private business with a friend of his. And I was at the wrong age for him to sell my horse and drag me halfway across the country. And yeah, so it was a pretty terrible experience. And from what I can remember. But educationally, it was amazing because back then, Texas had one of the better education systems in the country. And it does not anymore. Definitely not. But back then it did. And so it was like a concert choir, and I had flute, and we had activities. It's also when I quit school, so it was right around that time. I quit school in like the 7th grade, and we moved back to California, and I was put in the 9th grade. That's how good Texas education was. I went from sketchy amounts of the 6th grade, quit in the 7th grade, went to California and tested into the 9th grade. So I was in high school by the time I was, 14, 13, 14. And my brother, being 5 years older than me, vastly influenced my music choices. Like, I probably would have gotten into pop music, which was really popular. My mom liked disco. I liked all of her music from the 60s a lot. I really liked John Denver and Olivia Newton-John a lot. And then my brother had this massive influence on me, and I was suddenly listening to Deep Purple and Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd and, very eclectic stuff. Oh, 28. 89, we need to improve that. That's another part of this glass thing, is how long it takes to refine all of this stuff. And I had a base. My first save has 2 refineries, and I think one of them has 3 slots and the other one has 2. And I can't run that on that save. That save does not have even remotely enough power to run 5 lasers, even upgraded. There we go. Here we go. Save that for mass. But when we moved back to Oregon, I went straight to college because he did. I wanted to do everything he did. I went to the same colleges until he moved up north to go to graduate school. And I never went to graduate school. I spent so long on my interdisciplinary bachelor's degrees. Give me that. I kept changing my majors so that I could get more loans and stay in school for longer. So I ended up one day in 1994, I think it was. Yeah, 10 years later. I had worked and stuff in between and taken breaks from college, but I think it was 1994. I graduated from college in 96, I think it was, finally. But I went into the school office. There's one. Went into the school office, the degree counselor's office, and I said, if you could just pull my file and tell me if I already have a degree, because I'm kind of tired of being in school now. And he said, well, take your pick, You can do a bachelor in math, bachelor in social sciences, anthropology, specialty, bachelor in literature. So I went for the literature, foreign language and literature, and English literature combination. I did both. And I had to do, you have to do a speech. And so I chose to do my speech on, I think it was sex in modern English literature or something, awful like that. It was a terrible subject. I think that's what I did it on. It was a terrible idea because it was, I went in thinking that they were all Puritans, and I found out that my grandmother's generation and her father's generation were really raucous people. It was a tough subject to cover. And, yeah, it was awful. I shouldn't have done it. But I didn't want to do a speech in a foreign language. And my German was at the point where I was speaking it almost, but still questioning everything that I said. Like, very nervous about it. My Spanish, I had been away from Spanish for almost a year. I think I mentioned in a prior video somewhere that I had 7 years of Spanish. Well, that was all in college. So that's a lot of years in college, to be honest with you. But I mean, that was 1 decade of my life in a nutshell. And then I got into dog training. I came home and I got into dog training because my grandmother had her first little stroke and couldn't take care of her new puppy. And it was a Dalmatian. My cousin bred them at the time. And so I got all that education. We went to Europe 1 year. I almost failed college because of that, because we went to Europe for 3.5 months, and I didn't make it back in time. I missed the first week of trigonometry, or calculus rather, where the trigonometry review is what I missed. And I couldn't understand what I was learning anymore. Too long away from math. Shouldn't have taken the summer off. But yeah, I came back and I got out of college and got into dog training and did that for the next 15 years. Until my dog retired and I was done. She didn't retire at 15. She was the third one. The oldest dog, unfortunately, passed away young. And the second one, the German Shepherd, was a mixed breed. And the third one was the show dog Dalmatian. And she lived to be 18, actually. But yeah, we went all around the Northwest and competitions and all kinds of stuff. I was the dog trainer for the county for a little while, and we did obedience class competition. I actually won a Dalmatian specialty, which still shocks me because I have almost no discipline. It's amazing I get through every day. My true self has come out. Oh my goodness, 225 more meters and it is so dark. And I need to get that fabricator running. And I can't get out my rifle down here and turn on my flashlight. Really need headlamps in this game. I really do. We are desperate for light. I think if we can make a lathe, if we have the ability to make a lathe, we should have the ability to make a headlamp, for goodness sake. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing, and I'm sorry. We'll get out of the water. It's the middle of the night. Probably the rogues are going to move any minute. Although I haven't seen the game save thing come up. Wow. That's why it's so dark. Look at how purple the sky looks. I don't know if you can see that, but just for a little bit, that's really purple. It's always lighter on the bridge, and that's the reason why I never plated anything down here, because this reflects a lot of light. Let's see here. Well, there's no rogues yet, so that's good. Alright, let's see how we did. 126. Woo. That woohoo did me in. Alright. 123 mass. 126 sandstone. Almost dead. 3 steaks. Okay. I could have eaten a jar of jam, but it's not an emergency. There we go. Oh, no, that's not right. That's right. Wow, all but 1.5 tanks. I guess I counted that right, because I never felt any panic at all. Oh, that's another thing that I don't have a stack of to take home. I could go in there. That, nope, not that. I think we might leave tomatoes here. I know what I said last time, but that's what I'm thinking. We do have 20 regular rifle rounds here. 7.62 rounds. Oh my gosh. 126. That's freaking fantastic. Can't think what I'm doing here. Let's take off that. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Wow. Oh, I've also got a pick. There we go. Alright. Awesome. And now you know my life story. Well, most of it. Anyway, alright you guys, I want to thank you all so very much for coming along. I do hope that you have a lovely evening. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.